How to change your life for the better through physical fitness. As someone who's been lifting now for 6 years and has seen substantial growth, going from 132 pounds to 203 just this last week, I promise you physical health will change your life when you make it a priority. I owe it almost all the lessons I've learned and how I feel today. So I promise you in this video, I'm gonna show you the relationship between physical health and your whole life, how to implement good strategies to your physical health, and then what you need to change, and how to take action and then commit to that action so you can be successful with your physical health forever. So the first point is, how does physical health actually change your life? Well, I would argue that physical health teaches you all the necessary lessons or reinforces those lessons necessary to be successful within anything. To me, it takes hard work, consistency, and respecting yourself to a degree to be successful in anything. And that's exactly what fitness teaches you. You have to work hard to continue to make progress. You have to be consistent, and consistency is the most important factor in fitness. Really, not much else matters unless you can consistently go to the gym a certain amount of times per week, consistently eat healthy and get this certain amount of macros that you need to grow or lose weight, whatever your goal is. And on top of that, it requires you to respect yourself. Fitness takes you have to put in effort for yourself. Take the time to take care of yourself so that you can keep going for a longer period of time, which I would argue is necessary within anything. So if you don't have those lessons or you don't have those characteristics, that's okay, because fitness is probably the best and easiest thing to learn those in. And also, if you do already have those skills, you could strengthen and reinforce them even more by doing fitness. And the best part about it is it's daily. You have to go into that gym every day and work hard, or you have to go run outside every day and work hard to get the results that you want. So that's the first thing, how fitness is going to change your life. It's going to teach you or reinforce those lessons. The second piece on how fitness will change your life is the energy and the mental benefits that you'll see from it. Number one, when you're exercising regularly, I exercise 5 days a week, I feel better on the days I exercise. I promise you. I see higher energy, I see higher mood, and on top of that, I see better cognition. When I've had a really good lift, yes, there's a short dip because I'm tired, but once that dip's over, I see those natural endorphins, all those things carry me through the rest of the day, and I feel this higher level of cognition, and I feel a better mood, probably because of the physical processes that are taking place in my brain. So you're gonna see an increase in energy and an increase in mental well-being. And on top of energy and mental well-being, one more thing is you're just gonna see simple increase in long-term health. There's a study done where they compared smokers and people who had naturally unhealthy habits, but they exercised. And then you have these people that did everything right. They ate right, they slept right, they kept their stress at good levels, but they didn't exercise. And the people that smoked, didn't sleep enough, all those things, but still exercised, lived on average 3 years longer than those who did not. So fitness is gonna allow you to live longer, help decrease chronic disease, and it's just gonna make your life, the quality of your life, increased. When you're 70 years old and you can't walk around, that's not very enjoyable. But if you've worked out healthily throughout your whole life and be able to move around and be able to dance with your grandkids, I would argue that's a better quality of life. So fitness is gonna help you with your lessons, help energy and mental, and gonna give you and yield you a longer life. So that's how fitness will change your life. And it's important to understand that relationship so you can understand how important it is to change your physical health and keep it at a level up here. The second piece is gonna be to ask yourself, what are your health goals? If you wanna make a change, is to identify what needs to be changed. So you're gonna ask yourself, what does your current health look like? And if you have struggled to identify this, you can take the balance wheel in the description below, cool little tool that can help you rate your health in other areas of your life. But with that being said, you wanna ask yourself, do you want increase in body weight? Do you want to decrease in body weight? Do you want to increase in fitness level or decrease fitness level? I simply mean, like, do you get really tired walking up the stairs? Do you just want to increase your general fitness as a person? Do you want to increase your diet because you feel like shit? Or increase, what I mean is make it better, higher quality foods. Do you want to reduce the calories you're eating so you lose weight? What does that look like? And on top of that, one final thing is that, do you have health conditions that are unenjoyable to live with? For me, I've been super involved in fitness, but I injured my back. And by injuring my back, it was no way to live. So I had to kind of change and tweak my physical health to get back to where it was. So do you have any health conditions in your life that are present that could be alleviated through physical fitness? By asking yourself what are your current goals, you then have a North Star or something to drive towards, because then everything outside of that, if your goal is to lose 15 pounds, everything outside of losing 15 pounds is not on your mind in terms of the physical health realm. So you ask yourself, what does your current health look like? Then you want to ask yourself, why do you want to change? What is your motivation for changing? Is it increased energy so you can get more done, have better cognition? Is it longevity so you can see your grandkids grow old and still play with them? Is it your kids themselves to set a good example that, hey, by exercising, by doing these things, you are teaching yourself these lessons and respecting yourself? Is it that? Is it mental health changes? You want to improve your mood? What is it? Ask yourself, why do you want to make this change? Because then you're going to hold that with you, because you can rely on that. By waking up at 5 a.m., you can lean into it. This is why I want to make this change. I want to make this change to prove to my kids X, Y, or Z, or to be around for my grandkids. Whatever it is, having that why is really important. So ask yourself the question, why do you want to change? So ask yourself, what is the changes that need to be made, or what does your current health look like? And then why do you want to make that change? And the final piece within your health goals is the goals themselves. I want to encourage you to have daily, weekly, quarterly, and yearly goals, and those can be really helpful to track. And with daily goals, you don't want to think about, oh, I want to lose a pound a day. Instead, you want to think, I want to go to the gym 5 days a week. That's a better weekly goal than to say a weight number, because weight can fluctuate. I mean, I can tell you that some days I'll weigh 198, some days I'll weigh 203, and then just the other day I was 207. So it really varies about how much you've eaten, how much you drank, stuff like that. There's a lot of factors. So instead, make it more of an input base that you can control, which would be going to the gym or hitting these exercising, following the plan, whatever it is. Those are the things that are going to move the needle for you, not necessarily the outcome goals of how much you weigh or stuff like that. So have daily, weekly, quarterly, and yearly goals, and the best way to stay accountable with these is going to be the 4 It's of goal setting, which are say it out loud, write it down, put a date on it, and then share it or send it. And that last one is key, to share it or send it with someone you care about, because then you'll have this accountability. You'll have this, ooh, I don't want to get up in the morning, but you know what? I told my son that I'm going to go to the gym 5 days a week. And then that's probably going to give you the drive necessary to go to that gym, because you shared it with someone you really care about and you care about holding your word. So the 4 It's of goal setting can be really helpful with holding to your goals and sticking to them. And also another goal you can have within your daily, weekly, quarterly, yearly goals is the type of exercise you want to do. Do you want to run 5 days a week? Do you want to go to the gym 5 days a week? It's important to identify what type of exercise, because then it's to make it easier instead of just waking up and be like, I'm going to go to the gym, but I have no idea what I'm going to do. So that's the second piece, is identify what are your health goals. The third and the final step is to take action and commit. And this is going to be the biggest thing. If you just think about all these things, nothing will change. But if you actually take the action and commit to it, even if that means you don't do the first piece, you don't think about any of that stuff, but if you just go for a run today, that is action, and that's probably more powerful than doing those things. It's really good to have those things. It's good to have a base of why you're doing this. What are your goals? Taking inventory of your current health, but what's most important is taking action. And consistency is the single most important thing within the realm of fitness. I can promise you that if you go to the gym for 8 hours and then you don't go for the rest of the week, you're not going to see neither results you would if you just went to the gym for 1 hour, 4 days a week. So actually half the time, but spread out over 4 days is much more impactful than go to the gym once for 8 hours. So consistency is going to be the single most important thing within your physical health. And I would argue the single most important thing for success in anything, and being a good parent and having a good relationship with your spouse. Whatever it is, consistency is going to be much more important than intensity. Intensity is still important, but consistency rules. So consistency is number 1 when you're taking action. The second thing is to follow a plan to make it easier. When taking action and committing, we could do that and you can brute force it, but it makes it a lot easier if you can follow a plan. Maybe your plan is the night before, you always set out your gym clothes, you set out your breakfast to make it easier, to have a system to make it easier to act upon your goals. On top of that, just having a plan of knowing when I go to the gym, this is exactly what I'm gonna hit for my exercises. I have that, and I've been following that for about 4 years now, and it makes it so much easier when I just have a plan. I know when I go to the gym exactly the exercise I'm gonna hit. It makes me more efficient, and I don't have to worry about the exercise. I can just focus on training hard and being consistent. So following a program makes it easier. The final thing you want to do is, what is your first step and when can you take that step? So if you decide you want to go to the gym 4 days a week and lift weights, the first step is going to be signing up for the gym membership. When is the soonest you can do that? And I would encourage you to actually practice the 4 It's of goal setting right now. Find out your first step. If you want to be a runner, your first step may be getting a good pair of running shoes, or just finding shoes that you can run in that you're not going to get blisters in. When's the first step and when you can do it? So I'd encourage you right now to actually say it out loud, write it down, put a date on it, and then share it with someone. And feel free to share it with the comments as well. Maybe that you want to share, and then everybody can see it. Everybody can see, you know what? You're going to go to the gym 4 days a week, and you're going to sign up tomorrow. Great. I guarantee it'll keep you accountable if you put that in the comments. So if you guys like this video, please like, subscribe, and most importantly, comment, because that tells me what you guys like about this video, what things were really helpful, and what things I can improve on. And I'll see you guys in the next one.